Hey guys, okay, so we're back in my room. What you don't see is that my office, although it appears to be clean, is not. I just took everything off my bed so I wouldn't have to deal with any comments of people saying this, that, and the other about the cleanliness of my house. So, we have got a ton of things to talk about today. A lot of these videos are going to be coming up, so we'll just talk about all of the things and let's get to it. Okay, so this is going to be kind of like haul slash review. Okay, here we go. I have got the Velvet Matte Full Coverage Foundation from Ulta Beauty. This is new. This came out just recently, so we're going to review that. I have got the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Longwear Concealer Crease Proof with Niacinamide Infinite Coverage. This one. There are a couple other Makeup Revolution / Revolution Pro concealers that I have tried, and I certainly have a playlist on those if you're interested in that. Now, before we get going any further, I've got two kitties in this room. I did leave my door open because they were sleeping. This one is still kind of sleeping. She's trying to not get involved in the psychoness that is the other kitty. So, but I don't know how long it's gonna last because look at her. She's like, she can barely keep her attention on sleeping right now. But anyway, as you can see right there, that is their newest favorite toys, the two of them. That is a Nerf blaster. And they've been carrying them around the house, throwing them at each other and chasing them all the live long day. So you may get some crazy kitty content because of those. That's the culprit right there. And if any of you have cats, you know that like once they get into psycho mode, there's no stopping them. Like, I don't know if you can hear the small ones on the floor right now, like chasing that thing into oblivion and hunting it like the little huntress that she is. So anyway, that may happen. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so another thing that we've got that I'm very excited. This is going to be the try on for today. This is the Revolution Super Dewy Skin Tint Tinted Moisturizer in the shade Fair. So this is going to be for today's video. Check out the amount of product, like dang. This is 1.85 fluid ounces. The other tinted moisturizer I have that looks comparable as far as product amount is the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer, and it has 1.45 fluid ounces. So I don't think these are meant to be dupes to one another, but just talking about amount of product. This one is even a little bit more than this one. Now, your average not concealer, your average foundation size is this, which is about this is actually even a little bit more. It's usually 1 fluid ounce, but I mean, can you kind of get a size comparison here? So you're getting quite a bit of product with this product. And I'll try and put all the information in the description because I never remember. I'm always like, go, 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 no details given ever, okay? I'll try my best. I can't make any promises, ladies. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, I wish I was sorry. I'm not that sorry about it, but if I can remember, the details will be in the description. Okay, so this is going to be for today, but that's not the last thing that we have, ladies. I also have this. This is the L'Oreal Skin Paradise Water Infused Tinted Moisturizer. This one. And this is kind of interesting. I don't know if you can see, but like right here, I don't know if you can see. Nah, it's not really picking up on camera, but they're a little water droplet. There we go. Now you can kind of see it. Those are actually raised and textured, so you can kind of feel it. I don't know if you can kind of see at the edge right here. You can kind of see the three-dimensionalness of it. So anyway, that's coming as well. I also am going to have in the next couple of days, whatever, or next couple of Mondays, is the Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara in the shade Black from e.l.f. This is also one of their new products that they released. I do have the CC Camo, the Camo CC Cream review coming up as well. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and get to today's business, which is going to be this one right here. I don't know why, but there's something about this that is just really appealing to me. I like the look of it. I like the color. I don't know anything about this, and the idea of a super dewy skin tinted moisturizer just sounds nice. Now, for reference, if you're new here, I would say combination skin. It's been less oily today, but I do have a problem with like my skin eating makeup. Like it just, my skin does not want makeup to hold on to it at all. It just evaporates into thin air a lot of times. It's crazy. But it is what it is. So I do have some dry patches, which is why I say I have combination skin, because I have a problem with oil, but I also have a problem with dry patches. And I'm 42 years old, so she's making a giant mess of my room. Okay, so I also have dry patches. What was I saying? Oh, I'm 42. I'm 42 years old, so I have you know, wrinkles, fine lines. I've got horrible bags under my eyes. This is all hereditary. Hyperpigmentation and all that. I usually don't care for a super dewy foundation or base product. I'm usually more on the natural, not too matte, but not too dewy. Sometimes mattes can be okay, but sometimes if it's too crusty, dry matte, then I'm not gonna like that. So, okay, all preliminaries out of the way. If only I could speak, right? This is the shade Fair. Let me read some of the claims. It says, lightweight tinted moisturizer gives the skin a radiant, dewy finish, enriched with wild berry extract. Okay, so that's all we have. So let's just get it started. Okay, this is the shade Fair. Since it's a tinted moisturizer, they don't have a lot of like, you know, variations on shade. I believe this was the lightest though. And it's really not that light at all, actually. It's very much on the yellow side though. Okay, now before I get started, I'm just gonna kind of spread this out so we can get a little bit of a shade comparison. I'm not really sure what my best shade is, but I'm just gonna put out a couple of these products that are readily available. This is the Skin Profusion Cosmetics Feel Good Skin Longwear Skin Perfector. This is solely for shade comparison, okay? Please don't come at me with, that's not the same type of product at all, okay? I know that, we're just doing shade comparisons. And I'll go ahead and compare it against this tinted moisturizer, which has been the one that I've been using most recently. This is the ColourPop one. Okay. Oops. Okay, so here is the Makeup Revolution one in the shade Fair. This is the Profusion Cosmetics foundation in the shade, I think it's Fair Warm. Uh-oh, I can't find it. Yeah, Fair One Warm Yellow. That's this one, which is, compared to this, is not, whoops, it's not very yellow at all. And then this one is the ColourPop one. And I've got foundation all over myself. So hopefully that gives you guys a kind of an idea of shades. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab a tissue and I'm gonna wipe off. I'm gonna get rid of all the foundations except for the one we're trying today, which is the Makeup Revolution one, which honestly is looking pretty dark, especially compared to those other ones. And very yellow as well. Very, very yellow. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that as well because it's already starting to dry down and stuff. And let's just have a fresh pump of product so we can have a fresh idea of what's going to happen. Okay, I don't know, like, it is creamy like a moisturizer, but it almost is like, it's almost kind of stiff as well. That's gonna be too dark. Okay. Yeah. Okay, let's try fingers first since it's a tinted moisturizer. Okay, yeah, so there's not a lot of pigment. I can tell that already. Like hardly any pigment. And I'm not even seeing a ton of glow. Okay. Yeah, this is not a coverage product at all, and that's fine. Because it doesn't claim to be a coverage product. But sometimes I feel like this is oxidizing too. I'll get a fresh pump out in just a second and we'll kind of see the comparison. Sometimes if something seems like it might not be a coverage product, it may nonetheless have more coverage than you expect. So that's what we're talking about today. How much coverage does it actually have? Who would be a good candidate for this type of coverage? How it works on normal girls, that's me. Okay, so you can still see all my imperfections showing through. I am getting a little bit of coverage here. You can tell the difference between eyes. So, all right, I hope you're enjoying the rummagings of this cat here. Okay, I lost my train of thought. Oh, we're gonna do a shade test. This is what it looks like now. It seems like it's getting darker, but it could just be me. And this is it freshly pumped out. No, it got darker for sure. I don't know if you can see that. Yep. So this product does oxidize, and for a fair-skinned girl like me, with using the shade Fair, that can end up being an issue. It is a little bit light reflecty, but it's not super glowy in my opinion. I'm just gonna go ahead and finish myself off here. And in a minute I'll get an up close look, but I had mentioned, did I mention it? I feel like I have mentioned that I've got a horrible patch of eczema right underneath my eye, and it's very painful right now. Like anytime I rub it or touch it, it starts to hurt. I've been treating it with various oils, and it seems a little bit better, but it's still grabbing onto any pigment in any foundation or concealer that I use, which is such a bummer because it's like right there. Like right there, right in the middle of everything, so everyone can see it. And I just have to pretend that, you know, that it's not there at all, and what are you talking about? I don't have a crusty dry patch under my eye at all. So that's how I live my life, ladies. Okay, so I do feel like it did oxidize enough to where it's a little bit noticeable on my skin, but the coverage is really, really minimal. So this is gonna be great for those of you who have really good skin and you just want just the barest amount of tint in your foundation or in your base product. It's covering precisely zero. Like I could maybe give it a little bit of coverage on my eye area and credit that to it, but there's hardly any pigment in this at all. So that is a little bit of a bummer because I was hoping for there to be a little bit more coverage. The ColourPop one has more coverage than this one for sure. And what I might do is try mixing the two and just to see like what the finish ends up looking like. But honestly, this is not super dewy. I've got other foundations that are just as dewy as this, and they're just normal foundations. For example, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy is, in my opinion, much dewier than this one. So, okay, I will wear this though for the rest of the day. I don't have too much going on today. I'm not gonna be out and about or anything like that. So we're still gonna get a normal day's worth of wear out of this, and in the description, I will update all my thoughts, how it lasted, if it made me real greasy. We already know that it oxidizes, and we already know that there's not much coverage. A product like this, the only reason why I would wanna keep it is to thin out other foundations. I've got other products that already fulfill that job, so I probably won't need to keep this one. I do love the packaging though. I just think it's so pretty, and I wish it had a little bit more coverage and that it wouldn't have oxidized so bad, and the shade could be fairer for fair girls like me. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to thumbs up, like, subscribe, ding my bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.